Welcome students to the YouTube channel of Arihant Academy. Myself, Professor Amit Bhuta, faculty at Arihant Academy, teaching math from past 23 years. I have catered to children of ICSE, CBSE, SSE and IGCSE. In continuation with the series of geometry videos which are already uploaded on YouTube channel of Arihant Academy, this is the third and the last video wherein I am going to take up the topic which is left for your CET, that is circles topic. This is the only topic which is left and I am going to take this forward. Okay, and the biggest thing is children have a lot of fear for circles. Don't worry, I have tried to break down it in a very easy manner, and these steps or these small concepts will help you to revise circles very easily. Absolutely, don't you worry. Okay, so let's start with circles and its concepts. Okay, so the first concept is about a tangent. A tangent at any point of a circle. So first of all, what is a tangent? Which touches the circle in only one point. In other words, the circle and the tangent has only one point in common. Can you see this? It has only one point in common. The line MN is a tangent to the circle, and the circle with center A, both of them have only one point in common, that is point M. So, a tangent at any point of a circle is always perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. It is always perpendicular. So, here if you see radius AM, if you see this is radius AM, point M is the point of contact. Point M is your point of contact. So radius is always perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. Always. So your radius AM will always be perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. Point of contact is a point which is common to the circle and the tangent. Now, let us see the MCQ based on this so you understand this better. A is the center of the circle. Can you see in the figure A and 10? N is a point outside the circle lying on the tangent. Line MN is a tangent at M. Why they are writing at M? Because M is the point which is common to the circle and the tangent. Determine the radius of the circle is MN is 5. So MN 5, A and 10 we have to find AM. So because we have to find AM and because we know AMN is a right angled triangle, can we apply Pythagoras theorem? Yes. So because we can apply Pythagoras theorem, can we say AM square is equal to hypotenuse square minus side 1 square? Correct? AM square is equal to hypotenuse square minus side 1 square. Probably just a minute. So 10 square minus 5 square, 100 minus 25, that is 75. So AM square is 75, AM is under root 75. Can I write 25 into 3? So that will give you 5 root 3. So AM is 5 root 3 centimeter. Option A is the correct answer. I hope everyone is clear with this. Very easy concept. One point which is common to the circle and the tangent is the point of contact. वो point of contact को center के साथ join कर लेने का. Point of contact को center के साथ join किया तो मालूम पड़ जाएगा कि वो radius क्या है. वो radius बन जाएगा और वो radius perpendicular बन जाएगा. Second point. The length of the two tangent segments drawn to a circle from an external point are equal. Of two tangent segments. So here if you see E is an external point. Can you see E is an external point? And from point E you can draw two tangents. Can you see the two tangents? Which are the two tangents? EK and EP. This is one tangent, this is another tangent. EK and EP are the two tangents which are drawn from an external point E. Now the tangent segments, understand it is tangent segments are equal, that is EK and EP will be equal in length. So if you see EK is 13, so can I say EP also will be 13 because tangent segments are equal in length. So EK is equal to EP, which is 13. Now, if you see length segment EP, EP is a tangent to the circle at point P. If you see EP is a tangent to the circle at point P. That means EP is a tangent which is having one point common with the circle, and that is point P. Now, if I join OP, if I join OP, can I say OP will be perpendicular? The first MCQ which we did, it was a revision of that again. That P is a point of contact which is common to the circle and the tangent, and the radius is always perpendicular. So OP is perpendicular and OP is given to be 9. Can I find OE? You have to find OE in the second MCQ. Can I find OE? Using which theorem? Pythagoras theorem. So we used the first MCQ as well, that is the radius perpendicular to the tangent, and we have used that if one is 13, other length also of the tangent segment drawn from an external point will be 13. So now let us use this. OE square is OP square plus PE square, Pythagoras theorem. This is 9 square, this is 13 square, this is 81, this is 169. So when I say 169 and 81, it will be 250. Check karo. Correct? It will be 250. So OE is equal to under root 250. Can I write this as 25 into 10? That is 5 root 10 centimeter. B is the correct answer. Did everyone understand this? I hope everyone is clear with the concept. A very, very, very easy concept. So here I used two concepts. One, the length of the tangent segments are equal drawn from an external point. First of all, you can draw only two tangent segments drawn from an external point. Both will be equal, sorry. And also the radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. Third question. Now the third point. Before we start with the third concept, I would like to introduce one concept over here. Something which is known as touching circles, or also called as tangent circles. The another name for touching circles is also known as tangent circles. Always remember, whenever two circles touch each other externally, or whenever two circles touch each other internally. Whenever two circles touch each other externally or internally, always remember if you see, you can draw one common tangent to both the circles. Yes or no? We can draw one common tangent at the point on both the circles. Now this is called as a common tangent, which I am erasing now. Now whenever the two circles touch each other internally or external, now this is external and this is internally. Two circles touching each other externally, and this is internally. Always remember the centers and the point of contact are always collinear. So suppose the center is point P, here it is Q, R is a common point, P dash R dash Q, the centers and the point of contact are always collinear for touching circles, whether externally or internally. कोई भी सम हो, सबसे पहले ये दिमाग में यही प्रोसेस आना चाहिए, यही पॉइंट आना चाहिए. Whenever two circles touch each other internally or externally, the centers and the point of contact are collinear. So P is the center of this circle, Q is the center of this circle, R is a point of contact, P dash R dash Q, and here P is the center of the bigger circle, Q is the center of the smaller circle, R is a point of contact, P dash Q dash R. Now suppose radius of the bigger circle is R1, radius of the smaller circle is R2. Radius of the smaller circle is R2, radius of the bigger circle is R1. So what will be the distance between the centers P and Q? PQ is the distance between the two centers. तो वो PQ का distance मिलेगा कैसे आपको? PR plus RQ. PR is R1, RQ is R2, so PQ is R1 plus R2. Hence, the concept comes into the picture that whenever two circles touch each other externally, the distance between the centers is equal to sum of their radii. Sum बोले तो addition, sum means plus, sum of their radii, that is R1 plus R2. So let us see this. Check. Whenever two circles touch each other externally, the distance between the centers is equal to the sum of their radii. So, suppose here it is given in the MCQ, radius of the bigger circle is 5 and the distance between their centers is 8. Find the radius of the smaller circle. Find the radius of the smaller circle. So R1 is 5. Correct? R2, we have to find the radius of the smaller circle. And the distance between their centers is given to be 8. Now we know that PQ is equal to PR plus RQ. As per the concept explained to you, that the centers and the point of contact are always collinear. So here the center and the point of contact will always be collinear. PQ is given 8. The radius of the bigger circle is 5. We have to find RQ. So RQ will be 3 centimeter. So B is the correct answer. B is the correct answer. Now come to the next part. Whenever two circles touch each other internally also, the centers, that is PQ, and the point of contact R are always collinear. Always. So P dash Q dash R. Now when I say P dash Q dash R, so I will say PQ plus QR is equal to PR. है ना? ये PQ plus QR is equal to PR. So if I take this forward, what will be PQ? PR minus QR. है ना? So PR minus QR. So what is PQ now? PR minus QR. That means the distance between the centers is R1 minus R2. Means difference of their radii, where R1 is always the radius of the bigger circle. So PQ, the distance between the centers is R1 minus R2. अभी इसमें आप देखोगे ये PR R1 है, ये QR R2 है. R1 is the radius of the bigger circle, QR is R2 the radius of the smaller circle. आपको distance between the centers PQ find करना है. So PQ will be R1 minus R2. So fourth point पे, whenever two circles touch each other internally, the distance between the centers is the difference of their radii. Externally में sum of their radii plus, इसमें minus. Difference of their radii. So, here ये जो PQ है, वो आपको डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द सेंटर्स है। PQ is the distance between the centers. Now if you see MCQ में P and Q are the centers of two circles touching each other internally. Radius of the big circle is 5. So your bigger circle का radius PR है which is 5 centimeter. ये वाला. And QR is the radius of the smaller circle which is 3 centimeter. आपको PQ find करना है. और आपको बोला गया है we know that PQ is the difference of the radii. Bigger radius minus smaller radius. R1 minus R2. 5 minus 3. That is 2 centimeter. So, answer will be 2 centimeter. I hope everyone understood this. So, whenever it is externally, distance between the centers will be R1 plus R2. Internally, R1 minus R2. Fifth point. The measure of an angle subtended by an arc at a point on a circle is half of the measure of the angle subtended by the same arc at the center. Now what does this mean? Let us understand this. This what I read is called as inscribed angle theorem. This what I've read is inscribed angle theorem. अभी इसके पहले जो मैंने पॉइंट पढ़ा, अब इस पॉइंट का मतलब समझाता हूं. Inscribed angle theorem. Consider a circle. Yeah. ABC, if you see this. A, B, C. B is a point on the circumference of the circle. B एक point on the circumference. With respect to B, there are two rays originating from this point, BA and BC. B जो point है वो vertex circle पे है. I am talking about angle ABC. जो angle ABC बनता है उसका vertex B circle पे है. एंड सेकेंडली जो दो रेज ओरिजिनेट हो रही हैं BA एंड BC, आर दे कटिंग द सर्कल इन 2 पॉइंट्स A and C? Yes. Then angle ABC is called as an inscribed angle. एक सिंपल लैंग्वेज में inscribed angle के लिए the vertex should be on the circle and the two rays which originate from the vertex, ये vertex B से दो rays originate हो रही है, should cut the circle in two distinct points. It is cutting the circle in two distinct means different points. So it is cutting the circle in point A and point C. Okay, so now let me draw that figure again so that you understand. A, B, C. Where is the vertex B lying? On the circumference, that is on the circle. There are two rays originating from BA and BC. BA, BC cut the circle in two different points A and C. Therefore, ABC is called inscribed angle. Measure of the angle ABC is always half the measure of the arc opposite to that angle. So, angle ABC के सामने, इसके सामने arc कौन सा है? Arc AXC. Now, ये arc AXC के end points A and C को अगर मैं center के साथ join करूँ, suppose center is O. ओके, सो ये जो एंगल है, मेजर ऑफ एंगल एट द सेंटर, एंगल AOC is always equal to measure arc AXC. It is customary to associate the measure of the minor arc, ये जो arc AXC है, उसका measure is always equal to the corresponding central angle. तो आर्क AXC का जो एंड पॉइंट्स होता है A एंड C, कोई भी आर्क का, उसको सेंटर के साथ ज्वाइन करो. तो A को मैंने O के साथ ज्वाइन किया, C को O के साथ ज्वाइन किया, तो एंगल AOC बना, दैट इज कॉल्ड एंगल एट द सेंटर. दो सेंट्रल एंगल का मेशर इज ऑलवेज द मेशर ऑफ द आर्क इज ऑलवेज इक्वल टू द मेशर ऑफ द सेंट्रल एंगल. सो सपोज मेशर ऑफ द एंगल इज 100 ऊपर, तो मेशर ऑफ द आर्क इज ऑल्सो 100. सो व्हेनेवर आई से व्हाट इज द मेशर ऑफ द आर्क, तो आप उसके सामने उसका सेंट्रल एंगल का मेजर ढूंढो, और जो ऊपर वाला एंगल है, एंगल बी, जो इंस्क्राइब्ड एंगल है, वो आर्क का हाफ होगा. मैंने अभी बताया एंगल ABC विल बी ऑलवेज हाफ द आर्क ऑपोजिट टू दैट एंगल. ये एंगल ABC के ऑपोजिट आर्क AXC है, उसका हाफ, तो 100 का हाफ विल बी 50 डिग्री. तो अच्छा, सेंट्रल एंगल भी 100 है ना. जब आर्क AXC 100 है तो सेंट्रल एंगल भी 100 हुआ, तो एंगल एट ये जो एंगल है ABC, कैन आई से जो सेंट्रल एंगल है उसका हाफ हुआ. सेंट्रल एंगल का भी हाफ हुआ, आर्क का भी हाफ, और सेंट्रल एंगल का भी हाफ. तो पॉइंट देखो, मेशर ऑफ एन एंगल सबटेंडेड बाय एन आर्क एट अ पॉइंट ऑन द सर्कल. ऑन द सर्कल पे कौन सा पॉइंट था हमारा? B. उस एंगल का मेशर इज हाफ द एंगल मेशर ऑफ द एंगल मेड बाय द सेम आर्क एट द सेंटर. तो सेंटर पे जो एंगल का मेजर आता है उसका हाफ होता है. तो हमारा सेंटर पे जो एंगल 100 था, उसके सामने एंगल क्या आया? 50 आया. So that is inscribed angle theorem. In short, measure of the angle is half the measure of the arc opposite to it. तो अभी ये MCQ देखो 5th पॉइंट पे. measure arc APC is 60 degree given and measure angle BAC is 80 degree given. Find angle ABC. चलो एंगल ABC कैसे मिलेगा? ABC. अब अगर ABC आपको फाइंड करना है, तो ये एंगल इज द वर्टेक्स बी लाइंग ऑन द सर्कल. यस. BA and BC are the two rays. BA and BC are the two rays originating from point B, cutting the circle in two distinct points A and C. Therefore, angle ABC is an inscribed angle. So, angle ABC will be half the opposite arc. तो ABC के सामने opposite arc है measure arc APC. That is what is your inscribed angle theorem. और arc APC दिया हुआ है 60. So measure angle ABC is 30. तो measure angle ABC 30 डिग्री हो जाएगा. So measure angle ABC 30 डिग्री हो गया आप लोगों का. Did everyone understand this? अब BQC चाहिए. तो if you see with respect to angle A के सामने ये आर्क आया BQC. A is a point on the circle, और A से दो रेज ओरिजिनेट हो रही हैं AB और AC, जो सर्कल को B और C पे कट कर रही है. So hence we can say angle BAC is half the opposite arc. तो opposite arc is BQC, inscribed angle theorem. लेकिन इसमें BAC का मेजर दिया है 80. So 80 is half measure arc BQC. ये 2 लेफ्ट साइड चला जाएगा. सो मेशर आर्क BQC 80 into 2 160 degree is the correct answer. So this will be 160. So angle is 30 and 160. You should always mark in the same order. उन्होंने पहले ABC और BQC पूछा है, which is 30 and 160, तो हमारा ऑप्शन C आएगा, बिकॉज D में भी 60 160 30 है, लेकिन ऑर्डर क्या है? पहले ABC फिर आर्क, तो पहले 30 फिर 160. सो C is the correct option. Now 6th point. Now here also I would introduce 2 concepts. Always remember, whenever the vertex of the angle lies outside the circle, whenever the vertex of the angle lies outside the circle, the measure of the angle is half the difference of the arcs intersected. तो इसमें क्या होता है? If you see, ये जो है, ये एंगल के सामने 2 आर्क है, एक तो आर्क DE और एक आर्क AC. So always remember, measure of the angle ABC will be equal to half the difference of the arcs. Which are the 2 arcs? Measure arc AC minus measure arc DE. Whenever the vertex lies outside the circle, it will be half arc AC minus arc DE. Always. क्योंकि ये एंगल के सामने दो आर्क्स जा रहे हैं सर्कल पे, एक DE जा रहा है, एक AC जा रहा है. और एक सर्कल आया, एंगल ABC, ये DE आया. Now the vertex is lying again inside the circle, so it will intercept again two arcs. एक तो ये एंगल ABC के सामने ये आर्क, और उसके वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट भी देखने का, उसके सामने ये आर्क. सो नाउ अब क्या करने का, एंगल ABC is equal to, now the B vertex lies inside the circle, ये outside the circle. अब ये B lies inside the circle, is equal to half the sum of the arcs intercepted by it. So arc AC plus arc D. Vertex outside, it will be difference of the arcs. Vertex inside, it will be sum of the arcs. Vertex outside will be difference of the arcs. Vertex inside will be sum of the arcs. Okay, so let us do this. Now, if the vertex of the angle lies in the interior, now if you see, then the measure of the angle is equal to half the sum of the measures of arcs intercepted by it and the angle vertically opposite to it. So जैसे measure arc BC 31 degree है, measure arc AD 25 degree है, find measure angle BQC. So because the vertex lies inside the circle, it will be half the sum of the two arcs, 31 plus 25. So half of 56, that is 28 degree. So C is the correct answer. Now 7, here it lies exterior, so it will be half, the difference of the measure of the arcs intercepted by it. ये some mistake से word आ गया है, half of the difference of the measure of the arcs intercepted by it. So जैसे इसमें ये angle पूछा है, angle SAQ. Where is the vertex A lying? Outside the circle. So half of the difference of arc SQ minus arc RP. So SQ is given 48. This is given 26. Half into 22, 11 degree is the correct answer. Okay? Because the vertex is lying outside. Vertex बाहर, अंदर ब्रैकेट में माइनस आएगा, वर्टेक्स अंदर ब्रैकेट में प्लस आएगा. दो आर्क्स तो ऑलवेज आएंगे. Whenever the vertex lies outside or inside, there will be two arcs intercepted by that angle. And whenever it is outside, it will be minus. Whenever it will be inside, it will be plus. Okay? Now the eighth concept. Very, very easy concept. Everyone knows what is a cyclic quadrilateral. What is a cyclic quadrilateral? If all the four vertices of a quadrilateral lie on a circle, it is called as a cyclic quadrilateral, or the quadrilateral formed by joining the 4 points on the circle. So here A, B, C, D, all the 4 points are lying on the circle. The quadrilateral formed is a cyclic quadrilateral. And what is the most important property? The opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. So when I say opposite angles are supplementary, so I can say angle A plus angle C is 180 degree because they are opposite angles. So A is 60, so B will be 120. So angle C will be 120 degree. Opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. Correct? So opposite angles are supplementary. And everyone knows what is supplementary, 180 degree. Done? A very, very easy concept. Now, distance between two parallel tangents. कभी भी एक सर्कल में दो अगर पैरेलल टैंजेंट्स होते हैं तो द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन देम, whenever we talk about distance, it is the perpendicular distance between them. It is always the diameter of the circle. Keep in mind. Always keep in mind the distance between two parallel tangents is always the perpendicular distance is always the diameter. The distance between the two parallel tangents is always the perpendicular distance, which is the diameter, the height between two parallel lines, and that is always the diameter of the circle. So what is the distance between two parallel tangents of a circle having radius 4.5? So if the distance is always the diameter, so diameter is twice the radius, so 4.5 का डबल कितना हो जाएगा? 9 सेंटीमीटर हो जाएगा. Okay, 10th point. Very easy concept again. Chords of the same or congruent circles are equal if the related arcs are congruent. मतलब अगर आर्क्स कॉन्ग्रुएंट तो कॉर्ड्स कॉन्ग्रुएंट. सिंपल लैंग्वेज में समझो, आर्क्स कॉन्ग्रुएंट तो उसके सामने कॉर्ड्स कॉन्ग्रुएंट. अभी जैसे इसमें एमसीक्यू में क्या दिया है, आर्क पी क्यू इज कॉन्ग्रुएंट टू आर्क क्यू आर कॉन्ग्रुएंट टू आर्क पी आर. तो आर पी क्यू के सामने कॉर्ड पी क्यू बन रहा है, आर्क क्यू आर के सामने कॉर्ड क्यू आर बन रहा है, एंड आर्क पी आर के सामने कॉर्ड पी आर बन रहा है. सो आर्क पी क्यू के सामने कॉर्ड पी क्यू, आर्क क्यू आर के सामने कॉर्ड क्यू आर, आर्क पी आर के सामने कॉर्ड पी आर. सिंपल. सो आर्क्स आर कॉन्ग्रुएंट तो कॉर्ड्स भी कॉन्ग्रुएंट हो जाएंगे. सो कॉर्ड पी क्यू, कॉर्ड क्यू आर एंड कॉर्ड पी आर ऑल्सो विल बी कॉन्ग्रुएंट. अच्छा, अगर ये तीनों कॉर्ड्स कॉन्ग्रुएंट हो गए तो पी क्यू आर कौन सा ट्राइंगल बनेगा? बाय डिफॉल्ट इक्विलैटरल ट्राइंगल. Because the arcs were congruent, chords are congruent, chords congruent है तो arc PQ, chord PQ, arc QR, chord QR, arc PR, chord PR. All the three chords congruent. Therefore, triangle is an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. Therefore, each angle is 60 degree. Each angle क्या बन जाएगा? 60 degree. हो गया. So angle QPR is 6 because each angle of equilateral triangle is 60 degree. Now. First I'll come to the 12th one because it is related to the 11th point, and then we come to it is related to the 10th point, and then we'll come back to the 11th point. Last concept. कितना इजी था? सर्कल को ब्रेक डाउन करो ना तो बहुत इजी है, कंसेप्ट बाय कंसेप्ट पढ़ने का और सिंपल लैंग्वेज में उसको याद रखने का. बेस्ट. ये वीडियो घड़ी घड़ी देख लेने का एग्जाम के पहले. कॉन्ग्रुएंट कॉर्ड्स सबटेंड कॉन्ग्रुएंट माइनर आर्क्स. मतलब अगर आर्क्स कॉर्ड्स कॉन्ग्रुएंट है तो आर्क्स भी इक्वल. तो उल्टा हो गया ना जो 10th का. तो अगर जैसे कॉर्ड ए बी इक्वल दिया है तो आर्क ए बी इक्वल हो जाएगा, और कॉर्ड ए सी कॉन्ग्रुएंट है तो आर्क ए सी. सो इफ कॉर्ड्स आर कॉन्ग्रुएंट, आर कॉर्ड ए बी एंड कॉर्ड ए सी आर कॉन्ग्रुएंट, देन आर्क ए बी एंड आर्क ए सी आर ऑल्सो. सो कॉर्ड ए बी के सामने आर्क ए बी, कॉर्ड ए सी के सामने आर्क ए सी. सो इफ कॉर्ड्स आर कॉन्ग्रुएंट, आर्क्स आर ऑल्सो कॉन्ग्रुएंट. अभी उन्होंने मेजर आर्क बी सी 100 दिया है और ये दो आर्क्स इक्वल है, आर्क ए बी और आर्क ए सी. क्यों आर्क ए बी और आर्क ए सी इक्वल? क्यों इक्वल? क्योंकि कॉर्ड्स इक्वल है, कॉर्ड ए बी एंड कॉर्ड ए सी. कॉर्ड ए बी तो आर्क ए बी, कॉर्ड ए सी आर्क ए सी, आर्क ए बी एंड आर्क ए सी आर इक्वल. सो वी नो दैट तीनों आर्क्स का टोटल x प्लस 100 इज 360. सो 2x is 360 minus 100, 2x is 260, x is 130. Therefore, arc AB will be 130 degrees. Arc AB will be how much degree? 130 degrees. Very simple. Understood this? And now the last, very, very simple point. If two points in a given line subtend equal angles at two different points, like for example, x or y, ये एक लाइन बनाती है एक्स वाई. दिस इज वन लाइन एक्स वाई. उसके सामने दो पॉइंट्स है जेड एंड टी विच आर ऑन द सेम साइड. ये एक्स वाई के सेम साइड पे है. सेम साइड मतलब ये एक्स वाई है, ऐसा नहीं है कि जेड इस तरफ है टी इस तरफ है. देन जेड एंड टी आर कॉल्ड ऑन ऑपोजिट साइड्स. ऑपोजिट साइड्स पे नहीं है, जेड एंड टी आर ऑन द सेम साइड ऑफ एक्स वाई. तो एक्स वाई के सामने जेड और टी दोनों सेम साइड पे है. अब उन्होंने क्या बोला है कि अगर ये z और t पे एंगल्स अगर कॉन्ग्रुएंट बन जाते हैं, देन दे आर सेड टू बी कॉनसाइक्लिक पॉइंट्स. तो ये x के सामने z जो और xy के सामने, ये xy लाइन के सामने जो z और t दो पॉइंट्स है, दे are having equal angles at this point, means angle XZY and angle TY. XZY and angle XTY is 90-90 दिया हुआ है. So with respect to XY, with respect to segment XY, they are the angles which are formed at angle Z and angle T are equal. With respect to XY, ये जो नीचे लाइन है XY, उसके सामने दो पॉइंट्स है Z और T, और उसके सामने जो एंगल्स बन रहे हैं वो इक्वल एंगल्स बन रहे हैं 90-90 के. देन द क्वेश्चन सेज, द प्रॉपर्टी सेज दैट वो चारों पॉइंट कॉनसाइक्लिक बनेंगे. कॉनसाइक्लिक मतलब साइक्लिक क्वाड्रिलैटरल बनेगा. क्या बनेगा? ये साइक्लिक क्वाड्रिलैटरल बनेगा. Concyclic points means the quadrilateral is said to be cyclic and the 4 points are said to be concyclic. तो ये चारों पॉइंट्स कॉनसाइक्लिक है, मतलब अगर एक हम सर्कल बनाएंगे तो चारों पॉइंट से सर्कल पास हो जाएगा. सो क्वेश्चन में यही दिया है, गिवन xt is perpendicular wy and yz is perpendicular wx and wz, whatever you say. Which type of quadrilateral is xytz? तो अगर xytz में अगर तो अगर हम xy देखें, इधर t और z एक ही साइड पे है, एंगल्स भी इक्वल है 90 डिग्री एंड 90 डिग्री, मतलब ये दोनों पे एंगल्स xzy is xty which is 90 degree. Angle xzy is equal to angle xty. सो सेगमेंट XY के सामने दो पॉइंट्स है Z और T, उस पे इक्वल एंगल्स बन रहे हैं, मतलब चारों पॉइंट्स कॉनसाइक्लिक होंगे. तो विच टाइप ऑफ क्वाड्रिलैटरल इज दिस? अ साइक्लिक क्वाड्रिलैटरल. सो आई होप एवरीवन has understood the easiest way of the toughest chapter, which people feel apparently it always happens to be the difficult chapter, but it is really very simple if you understand the concepts. I have tried to give you the explanation of the concepts in the most easier way. Revise this concepts again and again by watching this video, and if you feel, if you have enjoyed the concepts, if you have understood what I have taught you all well, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel and always give a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family as much as you can. Thank you. God bless you and wish you all the best for your upcoming exams. Thank you very much from the entire team from Arihant Academy for giving us time and watching this video and sharing as much as possible. And Arihant team wishes you a very, very successful future. All the best for your exams. Thank you. Bye-bye.